Hello everyone, this is Devita from PCS Global Pvt Limited. Hope you guys are doing well, right? So guys, in my previous sessions, I've talked about so many things. I've tried to provide you the best knowledge about life, about career, how you can write down one professional resume, what are the things you need to say in an interview, how you can prove yourself in an organization. So I've tried to provide you the best knowledge as per my knowledge. In my previous session, I've tried to provide you the possible questions answers in DevOps. So what kind of questions can be asked by an interviewer at the time of interview? So I've tried to provide you the possible answers about those questions. So in my today's session, I'm going to talk about something that is what is AWS in DevOps. So guys, let's get started. So AWS is Amazon's cloud service platform that lets users carry out DevOps practices easily. The tools provided will help immensely to automate manual tasks and thereby assisting teams to manage complex environments and engineers to work efficiently with the high velocity that DevOps provides. The next question, DevOps and cloud computing, what is the need? So deployment or the development and operations are considered to be one single entity in the DevOps practice. This means that any form of agile development alongside cloud computing will give it a straight up advantage in scaling practices and creating strategies to bring about a change in business adaptability. If the cloud is considered to be a card, the DevOps would be its win. So why use AWS for DevOps? There are numerous benefits of using AWS or DevOps. So some of them are as follows. That is, AWS is a ready-to-use service which doesn't require any headroom for software and setup to get started with. Be it one instance on scaling up to hundreds at a time with AWS. The provision of the computational resources is endless. The pay-as-you-go policy with AWS will keep you pricing and budgets in check to ensure that you can mobilize enough and get an equal return on investment. AWS brings DevOps practices closer to automation to help you build faster and achieve effective results in terms of development, deployment, and testing process. AWS services can easily be used via the command line interface or by using SDK and APIs, which make it highly programmable and effective. What does a DevOps engineer do? A DevOps engineer is responsible for managing the IT infrastructure of an organization based on the direct requirement of the software code in an environment that is both hybrid and multi-faceted. So provisioning and designing appropriate deployment models and alongside validation and performance monitoring are the key responsibilities of a DevOps engineer. So what is code pipeline in AWS DevOps? Code pipeline is a service offered by AWS to provide continuous integration and continuous delivery services. Alongside this, it has the provisions of infrastructure updates as well. Operations such as building, testing, and deployment after even single builds become very easy with the set release model protocols that are defined by a user. Code pipeline ensures that you can reliably deliver and new software updates and features rapidly. So what is code build in AWS DevOps? AWS provides code build, which is a fully managed in-house build service, thereby helping in the completion of source code, testing, and the production of software packages that are ready to deploy. There is no need for management, allocation, or provision to scale the build servers as this is automatically scaled. Build operations occur concurrently in servers. So thereby providing the biggest advantage of not having to leave any build waiting in the queue. What is code deploy in AWS DevOps? Code deploy is the service that automates the process of deploying code to any instance. So be it local service or Amazon EC2 instance, it helps mainly in handling all of the complexity that is involved in updating the application for release. The direct advantage of code deploy is its functionality that helps users rapidly release new builds and model features and avoid any sort of downtime during the process of deployment. So what is CodeStar in AWS DevOps? CodeStar is one package that does a lot of things, ranging from development to build operations to provisioning deploy methodologies for users on AWS. One single easy-to-use interface helps the users easily manage all the activities involved in software development. One of the noteworthy highlights is that it helps immensely in setting up a continuous delivery pipeline, thereby allowing developers to release code into production rapidly. How can you handle continuous integration and deployment in AWS DevOps? One must use AWS developer tools to help get started with sorting and the versioning and the application source code. This is followed by using the services to automatically build, test, and deploy the application to a local environment or to AWS instance. It is the advantages to start with the code pipeline to build the continuous integration and deployment services, and later on use code build and code deploy as per need. So how can a company like Amazon.com make use of AWS DevOps? Be it Amazon or any e-commerce site, they are mostly concerned with automating all of the front-end and back-end activities in a seamless manner. When paired with code deploy, this can be achieved easily, thereby helping developers focus on building the product and not on deployment methodology. Next up on this AWS interview questions and answers for DevOps, probably we take out a common question that is frequently asked. That is, name one of the example instance of making use of AWS DevOps effectively. With AWS, users are provided with a proper plethora of services. So based on the requirement, these services can be put to use effectively. For example, one can use a variety of services to build an environment that automatically builds and delivers AWS as an artifact. So these artifacts can later be pulled to Amazon S3 using code pipeline. At this point, options add up and give the users lots of opportunities to deploy their artifacts. These artifacts can either be deployed by using the Elastic Beanstalk or to a local environment as per the requirement. So what is the use of Amazon Elastic Container Service or ECS in AWS DevOps? Amazon ECS is a high performance container management service that is highly scalable and easy to use. It provides easy integration to Docker containers, thereby allowing users to run applications easily on the EC2 instance using a managed cluster. So what is AWS Lambda in AWS DevOps? AWS Lambda is a computation service that lets users run their code without having the provision or manage servers explicitly. So using AWS Lambda, the users can run any piece of code for their applications of services without prior integration. It is as simple as uploading a piece of code and letting Lambda take care of everything else required to run and scale the code. So what is AWS Code Commit in AWS DevOps? Code Commit is a source control service provided in AWS that helps in hosting Git repositories safely and in a highly scalable manner. Using Code Commit, one can eliminate the requirement of setting up and maintaining a source control system and scaling its infrastructure as per need. So, explain Amazon EC2 in brief. Amazon EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud, as it is called, is a secure web service that tries to provide scalable computation power in the cloud. It is an integral part of AWS and is one of the most used cloud computation services out there, helping developers by making the process of cloud computing straightforward and easy. So what is Amazon S3 in AWS DevOps? Amazon S3 or Simple Storage Service is an object storage service that provides users with a simple and easy to use interface to store data and effectively retrieve it whenever and wherever is needed. So what is the function of Amazon RDS in AWS DevOps? Amazon Relational Database Service RDS is a service that helps users in setting up a relational database in the AWS cloud architecture. RDS makes it easy to set up, maintain, and use the database online. So how is code built used to automate the release process? The release process can easily be set up and configured by first setting up code build and integrating it directly with the AWS code pipeline. This ensures that build actions can be added continuously, and thus AWS takes care of continuous integration and continuous deployment process. So can you explain a build project in brief? A build project is an entity with the primary function to integrate with code build to help provide it the definition needed. This can include a variety of information such as the location of the source code, the appropriate build environment, which build commands to run, the location to store the output. Okay. So how is a build project configured in AWS DevOps? A build project is configured easily using Amazon CLI command line interface. Here users can specify the above mentioned information along with the computation class that is required to run the build and more. The process is made straightforward and simple in AWS. So guys, these are the top 20 questions I've tried to solve about AWS. I've tried to provide or share the knowledge with you. So guys, if you wanted to know more, kindly subscribe PCS Global YouTube channel. In PCS Global, we try to provide you the best knowledge in our channel. So, and in PCS Global, we are providing the training in Java DevOps. We are providing the training in Salesforce. We are providing the training in Min and Mun technology, in data science, Python, AI as well. So if you're a candidate who wanted to see yourself as an IT professional, who wanted to start their career in IT, we are always here to help you. The only one thing you need to do, or only one initiative you need to take, that you need to communicate with us. You can go to our LinkedIn profile, you can go to our Facebook profile, and we have our YouTube channel as well. So in our YouTube channel, there are loads of videos about the candidates who has already working in another MNCs very successfully and who have started their career through PCS Global. So what are the experience they had and how they started their career through PCS Global? What was the need to join PCS Global? Why they choose PCS Global to start their career? You will get to know everything if you go through the fireside chat videos of us. So this is for now, guys. If you find my videos are helpful enough, kindly subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon, and do comment below. So bye for now.